Now, this video is going to explain why we're all going to be rich.
Rich! Millionaire, hey! Rich! What
If you're not new around here, you might notice that my mic quality is a tiny bit bad. Unfortunately, I broke my mic while bringing it back from my Bangkok apartment. It's gonna have to do with my webcam microphone. But pretty much we're gonna talk about inflation long term and why market cap will go crazy and why I think Bitcoin could very well go into the 500,000, 700,000 and maybe touch $1 million US per coin. Maybe even more, maybe even $5 million US per coin. And I'm just looking at my computer screen right now. The reason why I think this is simply because I think inflation is extremely underreported. I think that the numbers that come out aren't very accurate whatsoever, because when you look at real things such as the cost of rent, the cost of everyday groceries, you start to realize that inflation is much higher than actually reported. And also a guy on X posted a video. His name's Murad. You should definitely follow him because he talks about some great stuff. And I'm going to reference a lot of his stuff in this video. He talks about a thing called shrinkflation, which is where you pay more money and you get less than what you previously had in previous years. For example, me, I'm from the UK, so I know that Quality Street is not what it used to be compared to when I was maybe 10 years old, and the box of Quality Street was a lot more than what it is now. What I'm trying to say is, over a long enough period of time, we are going to see exponential growth. A lot more money is going to come into the markets, especially when we look at the global M2 and the money supply growth over time. This basically tells us that it's only up on a long enough time scale. And the thing is, with the global M2, it's one of the most important tools in my personal system, and I use it for my own analysis like nearly every single day. Now, if I bring you over to my trading view, I'm going to show you the total crypto cap. Now, this is another thing I use to make informed decisions for where I want to enter and exit my positions. Now, if we look at the global liquidity index, which is pretty much the M2, if I open it up and show you the inputs, you can see that we've got the Fed, we've got the Treasury, we've got Reserve and repurchase agreements, European Central Bank, China's PBOC. And what I do is I use an aggregated input of these on a chart. This is the only thing that matters, and it's pretty much the only thing you want to be looking at. So as you can see, we are pretty much at 3.28 total market cap for the whole crypto market, and we are going to head towards the 4.3 region, which is very healthy. That's a lot of money coming in, meaning that we're going to see a lot of growth, which is good, which is amazing, right? So if you were to enter right here and possibly hold that towards literally this year, August, you're going to be making a lot of money. You're going to capture a lot of gains, especially if you can afford to hold that long and manage your risk and not use too much leverage. Now, when we go to the most important one, which is the Bitcoin chart, you can see that I've mapped entry for a trade that I'm actually running right now. And I'm going to hold that trade for a very long time, perhaps
a healthy dessert
towards the 120, 130K region, because we are definitely going to go there. That it follows the global M2 on a weekly chart, weekly candles, with the global M2 having a 12-week delay that pretty much follows it spot on. Now, this is not financial advice whatsoever. I'm just telling you what I'm going to be doing. I did already previously put something like this, I believe on my story around the 80K region. I said, okay, look, global M2 is saying this. Personally, I would go all in on a long, and next thing you know, it went to all-time highs, 111. And talking about all-time highs, Bitcoin reached a new all-time high and retail pretty much didn't hear anything about it. So when I compare the Bitcoin interest over time on Google Trends, this is another thing that I use in my system, believe it or not, to see where we are. You would see that it's literally the lowest we've ever seen it, and we still set an all-time high compared to, let's say, December last year, where it peaked really high and we were seeing a lot of interest. You're just not seeing that now, which is crazy. So we definitely have a lot of room for upside potential. Same with crypto as a whole, very, very low compared to December last year. So the same thing goes for the crypto market cap. Again, could be going towards the 2.7 trillion mark. If we're just going based off what the global M2 is saying, again, not financial advice, but this is just what I'm going to do personally. Personally, I'm going all in. I will be talking about meme coins on another video because there is some stuff I want to share with you regarding that. But I'm not going to touch on it on this video because I don't want videos to be too long. I want to keep them nice, short and sweet. So we will just keep to this and see how this does. Maybe in the next few days, we'll just come back and touch on this and just see where it's going because everything is perfectly aligned, especially with this being delayed by 12 weeks. Followed it perfectly here on the lead up. So we'll just see what happens pretty much. Anyways, again, don't want to take too much of your time. Thanks for watching this video. I will be posting more. So be sure to subscribe to stick around and get the info from me as soon as the video is released.